moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Bouakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Bouakai...
Let's get the basis of what.
Okay, so with the African Development Bank, we will start from the Mano River Union Development and Transport Facilitation Program. Their first lap pavement from Fishtown to Kalipo. We did that work, and before we left, our contract was signed August 3rd, 2021.
August 3, 2021.
Yes.
Okay.
And the contractor is Chico. So our expected time, to have closed the project was in 2022. But sometimes our partners, they have their own way of payment. Sometimes we have some delays. So, but before we left, up to December 2024.
That is 2023.
2023, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
For clearing and grubbling of the road, the entire road corridor, it was 100%. We have cleared everything. Yeah, I mean, all the vegetation, everything, we have cleared everything. And we have also the covert installations. We install all of the coverts. The engineering compound, it was at 98%. And the bridges that we're building, it was at 80%. We have more than 8 different bridges, different bridges. But it was at 80%. And then the subgrade, where the lateral and all of the formation of the earthwork before the people can start, it was at 100%. So the base cost was at 69.5%. So I just tried to explain it. I hope you understanding it, because because there was a percentage for which we left it, and I think your fact finders can actually find out. So on the overall, we left that project at 68.84% when we left the government. I mean the Fishtown to Kalipo project.
Okay.
So then we go to the scene. African Development Bank, the Mano River Union Road Development, that the program. Phase 2 of it was from Kalipo to Fishtown on the same, because we all targeting schedule. Okay. So they want from the back, that's what I'm talking about. So it was 80 kilometers. Okay, I didn't talk about the one, it was 20 kilometers.
Okay.
So this one is 80 kilometers from Kalipo to Fishtown. Kalipo to Kaloken, sorry.
Okay,
Kaloken to Fishtown, sorry. Okay. So when we left, the clearing, the grubbling, it was 100%. The cover installation was 100%. The engineering compound, the engineers compound were 100%. The bridges were at 97%. And then the subgrade was at 100%. The base coat, the banner coat, all of them were at 100%. The wearing coats were at 66%. The installation of the governors, metal rail, the guide rail for the bridges, all of those one was at 99%. And the project overall progress was at 92% when we left the Ministry of Public Works. So to give some details, because I'm saying this 1% about this one, the pavement from Sanikole to Lokwa 2.
Yes, from Sanikole to Lokwa 2.
It is 47.1 kilometers.
Okay.
And that project started. It was signed. The consultant is actually, the contractor is CRSG, and the project commenced November 2nd, 2020. So we, at the time, the clearing and the grubbling was completed 100%. The covered installations were completed 100%. Engineering compound were completed 100%. So we had 8 different bridges on that same road.
Yeah.
So the first bridge was at 68.2% when we left it. The second bridge was at 51.0% when we left it. The third bridge was at 61.2%. The fourth bridge was 71.0%. The fifth was 67.2%. The sixth was 56.1%. The seventh was 51.0%. And the last one we have just started, so we were 0.8% when we left government. So the overall progress, we did the embankment construction. It was at 87.7%. The subgrade was at around 56.9%. The cross-stone base was around 50%. The barnacles were around 49.5%. And the wearing course was at 47.6%. So the overall progress we left that work was at 70% when we left.
I think it is still at that level.
I have not traveled on that road.
Yeah, I have been there over and over. I think there is some kind of stopping of that project. It hasn't continued. There were reports of some group complaining. I think the company also that is doing the work there also.
Okay, so but actually when I left government,
yeah, because I know I have traveled to Logo 2 or 3 times since you left.
Okay,
power. I see where the bridges stop at, where the roads, the pavement doesn't continue. They have to bypass the bridges that are being built and all that.
Yeah, it was that percent. We left it at 70%.
So I can attest to that one because I've seen it.
Okay, great. So we will flip a little bit to go to the World Bank projects. We'll go to the World Bank project. And the World Bank project, before we got there as the CDC government, there was 2 projects that was ongoing. We had the Libran one. The Libran is the Liberian Road Asset Management Project. That was the first lot was the one from Banga.
We coming to finish now. Our suffering coming to finish. So I went there.
The tour of the ongoing project at the Timber River Bridge by the government was greeted with appreciation by passengers and residents in the area. Giving a brief history about
So we praying God, let it finish. Now they play where I say I'm happy. I'm going to tell my own people and say, yeah, let's pray with it. We coming to finish now. Our suffering coming to finish. So I'm going to tell.
The tour of the ongoing project at the Timber River Bridge by the government was greeted with appreciation by passengers and residents in the area. Giving a brief history about government's intervention of the Timber River Bridge project was Public Works Minister Mambutu Nyipan.
You will recall that in 2017, the government of Liberia signed a contract with Jupiter Construction Company for the replacement of 3 important bridges that have aged significantly along the route between Grand Bassa and the Southeast. Today, we are very pleased that we have come and we have seen progress, significant progress, that has been made on the first of the 3 Bailey bridges that are targeted for replacement. Where we are right now is the Timber River Bridge. This river is the boundary between Grand Bassa County and Riverside County. And over the years, the Bailey Bridge that was here has been experiencing a lot of problems, structural problems, etc., etc. And so the government made a determination that we would change this Bailey Bridge. And so upon the inception of this new administration, we reactivated the contract, which was signed in 2017. And upon the reactivation of the contract, we made some payments. And as a consequence of those payments, Today we've come to see a brand new Bailey Bridge over the Timor River Bridge. And we'd like to first say thank God. Thank God for this important development. We'd like to thank His Excellency the President for his commitment to infrastructure development in our country. We want to thank our contractors. They've done so well. Our contractors, the team of engineers, the team of technicians, and a team of ordinary workers, 100% Liberians. I think this is good news for our country. And so we've come today. You will recall also that 3 months ago, the contractor started work on this project. In earnest, 3 months ago. In fact, we will say technically 2 months, 2 weeks ago. Today, if you look at the work that has been done, you will agree with me that the completion of this bridge is between 95 to 97%. What is left is something that can be done in 5 days. In 5 days, all of the works around here will be completed. But again, as engineers, as technicians, when the work is completed, you have to give time for what we call demobilization, so that the area will be clear. And so we can say to you today, and we want you to say to the Liberian people, that yes, we indicated at a point in time that by the 15th, this bridge will be completed. Today is the 16th. We've come on the 16th, and you see 95 to 97% completion. And the reason why we have the little 3% problem is because of the heavy downpour of rains, which occurred over the past 2 weeks. And you know, this is nature. There is little or nothing that we can do about it. But in the midst of it, especially during the rainy season, the contractors have been able to work on the 24th of July, 2019. So 2019, all of the kingdom business that you see down the waterside will be over. The bridge will be opened. The people who travel along this route will have a brand new Bailey Bridge. Their safety will be assured. Their security will be assured. And goods and services will move across this bridge freely without hindrance.
Minister Nyipan said he was satisfied with the progress of the project.
You know what we had here before was almost like a death trap. Yeah. A death trap. So we had to take the hard decision. We recall that the old bridge that was here was totally removed on the 4th of May. By May 4th, the old bridge was completely removed. And we are now saying to you that by July the 24th, you have a brand new Bailey Bridge. So under 2 months, or within 2 months, our engineers, our technicians, the contractor, even the manufacturer of the bridge had to come all the way from the States to come here and work with our people. That tells you that we want to be assured of value for money. We want to be assured of the best standards. And so today we can proudly say that the problems of the Timor River Bridge are problems of the past. We now have a brand new Bailey Bridge, which will be opened to vehicular traffic on the 24th of July. On that day, again, we'll converge here, all of us, because this is a significant infrastructure development. And then we'll cut the ribbon, and the bridge will be open to vehicular traffic. Again, like I said earlier, I want to say thank you to the President. These are difficult times for our country, economically speaking. But irrespective of that, the President will take the hard decision to put resources aside for infrastructure development. Imagine if the President didn't have the political will to say, look, let's make payment for a new Bailey Bridge over Timor. But today we'll still be grappling with the issue of that death trap that is in the past now. So I want to say thank you, Mr. President. I want to say thank you to the entire government. Because Mr. President has said that under his administration, he will connect the various capital cities of our country. He will connect our communities. He will connect Liberia to Liberians. And what we see here today is a clear manifestation of the commitment of Mr. President.
Well, contrary to reports, Representative Matthew Jade of Grand Bassa County said he's happy to see the fast development of the project in a short period.
What are you guys, the full estate for coming, to actually see the reality, and also to the engineering crew here for their high level of work here. We are actually impressed. More especially, we have been hearing news or rumors, about the job here have been, underperformed and all of those things. And that is why the minister make it, his big business to bring us as legislators, to see the fact and to actually, convey the information to our colleagues at the house that, the ministry is actually doing well, in order to connect two countries. So as you can see here, Ali, we see the very good, improvement. The work is well, done, and I mean we are encouraged. And so I am going back and will inform my colleague that all that we have been hearing, they are all not true. And actually, work here at the Timor River is actually good. And like what he just said, in 5 days time.
Let's use this time to welcome one of Liberia's veteran journalists, Philibert Brown. I want to say you are highly welcome, sir. We appreciate your presence. We acknowledge your presence here. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
This road will be open to the public, and our people have access, to commute in between Bassa and Riverside.
The Timber River Bridge, according to the contractor of Jupiter Construction Company, Floyd Thomas, will be completed soon.
Most definitely. Before the July celebration, we're looking forward to having traffic in the next one.
The next one would mean that there will be car flying this particular bridge. Is that what you say?
Bridge project. But what do they make of the ongoing project?
The bridge is a problem for we in motorcycle because when we bring passenger and we come to the water side, if those that had a boat, they charge of 500 for each part to cross. Then if you have to come with load, we are probably too much for which is $750. Sometimes some money they pay so that we motorcycle they string us. They string us, so sometimes we charge them, we have to add a press on while we come to pay to the water side. I see it be a farm project. It's a farm project for me. It's only taking just a matter of time. For me, I would like to extend my appreciation for the construction of the bridge because one of my friends left, on the bridge by accident. The old bridge that was there while crossing, he fell into the broken pieces that were there and he left in the water. So, we are very powerful. For now, we see the crossing of the bridge and we are very happy because when the bridge finish, we'll be passing freely without paying money to those that have boat or kino. So for the construction of the bridge, I don't tell you the government, thank you.
Very difficult for us because we are facing many problems here. You see it? Because even the passenger all complaining because the transportation now is very hard. But very happy. I'll be very glad for that. If the bridge finish, then that means something will little bit. Because I'm happy. If there is no bridge down there, I can be embarrassed. But since they are trying to doing well, if they are doing well, I'm very happy. I'm very happy for that. I'm very happy for that because I know they are improving. If it were not so, because they never started soon. It's been almost 3 to 4 months before they started this bridge. And now, since they started it, have not made complete 2 months.
And I tell us one for the bridge to finish. Now we are suffering. 2 times, 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, from I live Atia. From Atia, yeah, I pay. From here, I will pay Kino. When I get low, they will charge it low before I carry a crop. They carry to the car. From a crop, you can 800. If I take more car.
Well, as I told you, every work is challenging. It's challenging to be the president of the oldest African state. But this is what I got. So I have to work towards it. Believe in my God, I believe in that took me everywhere and I succeeded. So I believe in God and I know that with God, I will not make my people shame. I got good friends. I got people that are willing to help. I got friends out there that are willing to invest in this country, you know. But I think what is important for is the peace of this country is more important, because without peace, there will not be investment. No stability will be investment. People will be afraid. So once we maintain the peace, we work together as a nation, we can succeed. You know, remember, after me, somebody will come. And how we treat that person, you know, will develop this country, you know.
You keep talking about the peace, Mr. President. Are you afraid this country could go back to what it was before? Is there a fear?
No.
Again, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, we want to use this time to welcome each and every one of you. It's always a privilege when we have the opportunity to, share this platform with you, and so that we can have discussion relative to the growth and development of our beloved Mama Liberia. Again, we want to say welcome to all of you. In a special way, we want to welcome all of you. By limitation, we may not be able to get the names of everybody, but in a special way, we acknowledge, appreciate, and we want to say thanks to all of you for what you continue to do. As usual, we want you to do us a favor, and that favor that we want you to do us is to kindly hit for us the share button. I want to thank all of you that are sharing. I want to say thank you so much for your effort in making sure that we can be able to get the information across. So again, I want to say thanks to all of you. Please. I want to say thanks to all of you. I appreciate all of you. And let's do this together. And I want to believe that at the end of the day, it's going to be a very wonderful, wonderful program. So
I'm a United Party partisan from local country.
How long have you been selling here?
I've been selling almost 3 years. Not even 3 years, but I can't remember. But almost, yeah.
But you've been selling here for a long time.
For a very long time.
Yeah. So how was things doing President Weah Town?
It was smoothly moving. Oh, small, but for now, benefit. As you can see, since the morning, we not even sell one customer.
So since this morning,
and then
nobody has bought anything for you here.
Yes. Police can take your market. They expect you to free here.
Okay.
Since the morning, nobody number. So are you free? You leader. I will get taken out my
Wow. So now, will you prefer President Weah coming back?
Oh yes, I'm a United Partisan.
Yes. But now if election is here today,
I will vote President Weah.
President Weah.
Yes.
So you are United Partisan.
Yes, because of what's going on now. The getting on shit. Yes.
Yeah, economic condition is not better.
Oh yes.
Okay. Your name again?
I'm Jay Kamara.
I'm not Jay Kamara.
Yeah.
Thanks for having you. So ma, how everything? How's the country with you now?
The country too hard. Now la to you, my son. The country hard.
Wow.
Can you imagine? My children coming dre. The old shoe that on the bed, I take from there. Doing jogging time. Yeah. I will buy different things. I will come at shopping. I buy different things. But the old shoe, yeah. I come from Brighton. Now. I'm going to put it on the green tray. So tell me now, what the doing jogging time? Yeah.
So again, we want to say welcome to all of you. We appreciate you. And as usual, we say please do us a favor. Hit for us the share button and let's get ready to do this together. Welcome to all of you. All of you. Invite someone. Tell someone that we are here under the Palava Hut to discuss issues of national importance, and let's do this together. So to all of you who are joining us, welcome. Welcome and welcome to you. I always like to play this video as a prelude to our discussion. And the reason why these videos are played so that you can have an understanding of what was done during the previous administration in some areas. We told people that President Weah has set that particular agenda for presidential performance in Liberia, in the Liberian politics. I repeat, President Weah has set what we refer to as the roadmap of presidential performance in Liberia. Before the coming of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah to the presidency, the Liberian people saw the presidency to be a sacred cow. The Liberian people never had the opportunity to adequately evaluate the workings of the presidency or the executive. Before our eyes could open to the working and the function of the executive or the presidency, we were greeted by civil war. Before we could understand the function and responsibility of the presidency, we were already into war. So we never had the opportunity to kind of evaluate what the president is supposed to do. Maybe somebody will say, yeah, these are the function of the president as written on the book or on the books. But the common man could not clearly define the work of the president. All the know president are being made in the country. And then the president said, hey, all right, it's okay. You can challenge the president. But when President Weah became president, he changed that dynamics. The first thing that President Weah did was to take the executive mansion or the presidency to the people. Before, the presidency was not something that the people had direct access to. So when President Weah became president, the first thing that he did, that even, somebody will say, stir up the anger of the so-called political elite, was to take the presidency from up the executive mansion and take it to the people in the villages, in the towns, in the communities, in the ghettos, and etc., etc. He was able to allow the people to have what we call an interaction with the presidency. That was the first thing that President Weah did that the so-called political elites did not like. Because for 100+ years, they've kept the presidency away from the people. It was just for a few group of people. They've kept governance away from the people, from the majority of the people. It was just among very few class of people. So the majority of the people did not understand what the presidency was all about. Very few knew. Most people could not evaluate the presidency adequately without fear or favor. So when President Weah took over, for the fact that he took the presidency and carried to the common people and said, look, this presidency is not something that you should be afraid of. Here is how it is. He upset that particular so-called base of the political elite because they felt that President Weah was now taking a different trend by exposing the presidency to the people, by opening the doors, that curtains that block the people from the presidency, that curtain too when President Weah became president. For those of you who read the Bible, those of you who maybe attended some kind of Christian school down the line there, you will understand, especially this month that we are in, the Easter month, It talks about some of the most unique miracle that happened. We got to understand, according to the Bible story, that when Christ was crucified and was on the cross, something very miraculous and unique happened. According to the story, it says that the temple, which was divided by curtain, because in the temple they have, I think, about 4 or 3 different courts. They have the outer court, osa of the temple, where people, ordinary people can be. Then they have the inner court, where worshippers, and all the other people are supposed to be. Then we get the innermost court, where the priests and all the other people can be. Then, if I'm not making mistake, we have the innermost court, where at the time during Bible days, the Ark of the Covenant used to be. So that particular innermost or the very sacred court, when the priest ready to go to that particular area, according to the Bible, they will tie a rope on the priest's waist and he will get belt on it. Because that place was only for the people who are holy. And only the priest could go there. So when the priest enter that particular area where they have the Ark of the Covenant, and if that priest is somebody who is sinful or he has any iniquity, according to the Bible, he will fall down right there and die. So the people can enter there. They will use that rope that they tie on a waist to haul in osa. You see, you're not benefiting, you're hauling osa. So each and every one of these courts, they were divided. According to what the Bible told us, we are in the month of April, right? According to what we were told, the Bible told us that when Christ was placed on the cross and he died, the Bible made us to understand that there was a mighty earthquake, and that earthquake caused a very, very terrible shaking, even to the temple. And according to the Bible, the curtains that divided the people from the priest or from the Ark of the Covenant, that particular curtain torn open. And that was an indication that men will no longer be separated. Men, you too, you have the authority, you have that privilege to go to God and tell him what the problems are in your life directly without passing through second channel, third person, or fourth person. So I am saying this, I'm giving you this particular illustration to tell you that when President Weah became the president of the Republic of Liberia, that veil that divided the presidency from the ordinary people, that veil that divided the executive mansion from the people there in West Point, in Glaba, in Gibraltar, in Soniwe, in Funde, in Jenewene, in Pokpa, in Tieni, in Bomi, in Lofa, in Grand Cape, and etc. When President Weah became president, he took the presidency to the people. And guess what? The people begin to understand. The slain President Samuel Kanyon Do was doing just that. But unfortunately, the war came and, what happened. Because during the era of His Excellency President Dr. Samuel Kanyon Do, the late, the slain, for some of us who, were not kids, we used to see him waving. When you're going with a car, you stand with a car, you start waving. To some extent, he brought the people to him. He was bringing the people to him. But anyway, what happened? So when President Weah became president, he looked at it for long and said, look, there is a need for us to take the presidency to the people. And that was done. Let the people be part of the government. Let the government be part of the people. This is the reason why we saw people like Mamesi Kaba, a sweet meat seller, who maybe by virtue of where she was from, if it was those days, she would not even enter executive mansion to go for a visit. But she was brought in the government to help serve her people. And that she did with clarity and distinction and honesty. The likes of Jefferson Tamakoji, who people believe that no, these young people there they ain't supposed to be there. The likes of Alvin Wisse, John Jay, Edith Rawale, and etc. etc. All of these people, they were brought in to help their people develop the country. And President Weah did not stop there. When he took over, there were some of the most horrific period in our nation history. Some of the most horrific. We saw what happened. COVID-19 hit the world. It was a pandemic. It hit the world. Even to the extent that this America that we find ourselves in, it was down on its knees. People are using football field for medical facilities. We know how terrible it was here. Up to today, the American economy has not even recovered from COVID-19. No, I want you to get this. The greatest country in the world, we have not fully recovered from the stench of COVID-19. We've not fully recovered. We are still fighting. There are businesses that are still closed. But when President Weah became president, he did not stop his developmental initiative for Liberia and Liberians. That was the most difficult period of our nation history because we had global crisis. That was when the Russian and Ukraine war started. Wheat was scarce that people used to provide flowers and other issues. Gas prices were all the way up. But what did President Weah do? President Weah decided that, look, the government must be able to take some of the shock. The government must be able to serve as a cushion so that at least the people will not take all of the weight. We saw President Weah giving out what we call subsidy to our people in order for them to be able to get their gas, in order for them to afford the price of rice and etc. etc. That's what he did. With everything that is happening in Liberia, ask yourself, has Joseph Numa Boyka ever intervened in any of these things to ease the burden of our people? The price of fuel oil is going all the way up. Gasoline. They boasted yesterday that it was enough. Today, gasoline now is being sold for $1,000 to in some area, $1,001, in some counties, $1,500. As we speak to you, honor the government that said they've come to rescue, they've come to change. Now, the reason why Boyka is finding it difficult is because President Weah have set that particular path, that agenda, which whether Boyka likes it or not, anytime he tries to divert from that particular angle, we all know, we make noise. We say, hey, you can't do like this. You know why? Because President Weah have set that path. Today, thank God that he is not vice president. Say, and I'll be president before. Now he is the president. So we can do a comparative analysis of Joseph Numa Boyka as president his first year. We can do it his second year and do that of President Weah. Even though this man, he is not even proud of the work that was done during the 12 years. This is the reason why they don't even boast of the 12 years. If I work in an administration that did exceptionally well, I, as an individual, I will also take the glory. Because I will say, we did it. We work it out. We made these things to happen. So I will stay right on the legacy of the past administration. But today, after 12 years, look at the mess that Boyka left with us. When Mr. Boyka was asked to account for the 12 years, what did he say to the Liberian people? We squander your resources. No, that's what he said. I am not making up the story. That was what Boyka told us. We squander your resources. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, when she was being interviewed by Smith Toby on the OKFM, Smith asked her about the economic situation. He said, my brother, only the thing here, Harvard University. It's tough. Our mineral resources that we have, we can export. The timber, the iron ore, the price have plummeted on the world market. It means the price dropped. So it's not easy. She said the first year we're doing great. But then after the first year, the second year, things became very tough on us as a government. It wasn't easy for us. That's what she said. No, Prince is not making up the story. I'm not making up the story. That's the reality. That's what she told us. She said things became very, very, very tough. Very tough thing became tough. She said it was not easy. She said we could not. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. There you go. She said I could not keep up with what was happening. During the second term, we saw something that was very, very terrible. It was very terrible. Let me just bring.
I will buy different things. I will come at shopping. I buy different things. But the old shoe, yeah. I come from Brighton now. I'm going to put it on the green tray. So tell me now, what the facility now that will go on in the country? It's too hard.
So you saying that what you were promised by the Joseph Yuma Boyka government, that is not what you
said? Nothing. I'm not saying nothing working. Nothing working, brother. I will not lie to you.
So what do you prefer now? Will you prefer George Mano we are coming back?
I say I prefer 100 times. You know what I will tell you? My chicken, my dog, everything waiting. Now.
Everything waiting.
I say everything waiting to vote for Dawia.
Wow.
Yes, because I know the interest are in him, and I know that God sent him.
Okay, God sent him.
Yeah, God sent him.
So,
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So how is business going? How is business?
The business is not really improving.
So now you've been selling here for over some years, and so during the regime of George Mano Weah, and as compared to now under President Joseph Yuma Boyka, how can you compare business?
You can't compare it because I can remember 2017 when George Weah become president for Labrador. As of the time I start making money on my own. I even bought Lendy.
Now you listen to that, brother. No, the common people are doing the comparison. It's not us. Just leave us. That's the common people. You listen to the brother. He said when President Weah became president, that was when I was able to acquire finances to be able to buy land and build my house. And build my house. You see, the path that President Weah have set for the presidency, he made it very difficult for lazy people. He made it very difficult for corrupt people. He made it very, very difficult for people who think they will just come and steal the resources of the Liberian people. Today, we are on Boyka tail because of the legacy that President Weah set for the presidency. That the presidency is not just sitting in office. President Weah demonstrated what we call practical presidency. We saw projects going around the place. From every angle, we saw it. All over, we saw projects. We saw President Weah making intervention in the lives of his people in terms of disaster and calamity. We saw it. Today, what are we seeing from a government? Nothing we are seeing. All we are seeing every day is another appointment in government. Every day is another appointment. These people condemned President Weah and said that what he was doing, it wasn't right. They classify him as somebody who was incompetent. But the last time I can remember, the wage bill of Liberia was somewhere when President Weah was president, was somewhere around $298 plus million. And some small change. The number of people as per the record that was working in government was somewhere around 67,000 thereabouts. What was even happening was that we saw some of these people even leaving government and going into the private sector because we saw what we call the emergence of a very strong private sector, a very vibrant private sector. There were companies that were open. We had the miners factory that were open. We had the pharmaceutical company that was open in Liberia producing medication and etc. There are many that we can name. So President Weah was diverting the traffic from the government to the private sector. That's why he was investing. That's why he gave out loan to even business people. No, I don't want you to believe it. But it's here where President Weah was able to give loan to business people. Where you were able to give loan to business people. No, don't believe me. So that was the process of taking the traffic from government, where every Tom, Dick, and Harry want to work in government. Everybody is one way in government. You ask the other person, you ask the job, you say that government. You ask the other one, you say that government. You ask the other one, you say that government. So what we saw President we are doing is taking the presidency from fellow Liberians, the executive mansion, and carrying it to the people there. Let me play you this. We have our brother that have joined us, but let me play you this. Let me go this and play you so that you can see it. And then we'll bring our brother up here. We'll bring our brother Jake. Let me play this for you. Let's see here. Let's play this for you. This is it.
Our youth, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Since
Okay. Let me carry in from. Listening
to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry for onward transmission to the Liberian Bank for Development and Investment, who will administer the program. We can make the change we so desire. And so, I hereby present this check of $3 million to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry for onward transmission to the Liberian Bank for Development and Investment, who will administer the program. Now, Minister Tapper, I want to say this before I give you this check. Minister Tapper, let me say this, and I want to say to the Liberian people. When I was a professional soccer player.
Now, I'm going to stop this right here. Here is it. President Weah administering loan for Liberian businesses because his intention was, look, let us empower Liberian businesses. Let us give them the opportunity. Let us see how best we can be able to strengthen the private sector. Because when the private sector is strengthened, not everybody will get wrong in government. Somebody want to sell newspaper, that government. Somebody want to sweep in office, that government. So when we empower our own people, when we give them that particular financing that they need, at least they will be able to also employ 1 or 2 persons. Even a woman we're selling in the market, do you know that that woman is a potential employer? In the market, go there. Waterside market, go in the evening. You will see the wheelbarrow garden taking the women low and carrying it to the warehouses. At least they're getting food on their table. The women, they can pay them. You will see these guys then cleaning the market. The women, they can pay them. So that is what President Weah was doing. You see, what we talk about, that President Weah was able to set the agenda for the presidency. And look, that agenda will not be broken. There's the reason why people like Joseph Numa Boyka is confused around the place. Because he's used to the old ideology of presidency. Lie to the people, make big show. Nothing he's doing. Nothing at all, absolutely he's doing. Today, fellow Liberians, this government, as we speak, the wage bill have increased. Because every day, Boyka is appointing people. Down to even sweeper, Boyka giving a green letter. But my brother Jake, welcome again. And, you know.
Yeah, Prince, so thank you. And to the always salute to the followers, respect to the followers always. Thank you to the followers. Because of you people, we are here. You have to share this video. Sharing is free. Yeah, so thank you, Prince. Can you hear me? Okay, probably let me go ahead. Prince was popular in video here, displaying video concerning the former president, helping our common people in the country. He infused $3 million, this government at that time, to help business people, small business people in the country. My question, let me ask a question to Liberian people. Let's be honest here to ourselves and to Liberians. Presently, let's be honest here. During George Weah term, let me ask the car question here. Yeah, that take our heart, political heart. Why money was circulating in the country, but now, but there's no money circulating in the country? You ask yourself that particular question. Yeah, be CDC or be independent or be United Party or be ANC or ACO, any party you find yourself with, let's be real here. The 6th year of George Weah, typical Liberians, we are living in the Western world. We should go in the country on vacation other time. You let ask ourselves the hard question. Why money was circulating on George Weah administration? And presently, no money circulating in the country. You care to know what kind of question I'm asking Liberians? Why money circulating in the country during George Weah time? Everywhere. Any place you think of were booming. But now, what hardship? You just transfer power in 2.5 years now. You're asking yourself the hard question. That's the question I came to ask here again before going our topic. I answered the first question I used to ask you: are you people better off now than the 6th year of George Weah? Nobody can answer that question. So I put another question to you people again, Liberians. We pledge allegiance to that land. Why money was circulating in George Weah time than the Joseph Numa Boyka time? You ask yourself that question. Everywhere you go, money was circulating. Why are you asking that real question when Lieutenant Magene was giving scholarship in Bone County, other places, so that people then you're really forgetting how they can lie and they went to America. They went to America to sanction these guys. Why money was circulating? Let me ask another question. Why Magene had during George Weah time, you could see Liberian the ministers that were so popular. Everybody calling that name, Maggie. People, even Sidisha were thinking that Maggie doing something on George Weah. No. But look at the other presidential minister, my friend. Same great spec guy, a new guy. You don't even know him. They don't know the function of the presidency. A presidential affairs minister, they don't know that function. Let me tell you something. Maggie King, George Weah King, they changed the whole narrative. He brought the presidency to the people. Maggie brought the presidential affairs ministry or the minister there. They brought it to the common Liberian people. Let me ask you again. All the ministers, somewhere 20 houses were full. The houses, they were full. Thousands of people sitting down there every day until that turning over. Why is that happening on all these guys? Why is that happening? They were sharing decorations and other people. That's a taxpayer money they were giving back to the same people. But your crowd, the crowd walked in Washington, D.C., that they were corrupt and they were never corrupt. They were sharing. Why money not circulating in the country? That's my question.
Before you go ahead, I want for 2, in fact 3 women to answer this question. I want you to page your discussion on this particular video. It's about 2 or 3 minutes, but I want to play it so that these women can tell us. Maybe that you talking. So somebody say, "Oh, that we are friends and I mean, no president, we are."
Yeah.
But the common people, we want to hear from the common people before you even go ahead. So let's play this. Let's hear from the common people what they.
They rescue the one a million rescue. You want to press people you know. Show me the million rescue. To save somebody, the million rescue. To deliver you from something, take you from something. So you're a poor people. Rescue me, save. But we the old people. Rescue the million rescue. That will can't help me while here. That's the same thing. But Jota Bagara can't tell you the water. He can't put one naked the water back to kill on money.
Wow.
You know they getting people the pressure. Husband not working. I live in church TV. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 500 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Jota Bagara. Where will be our result next year? We wouldn't even 1 year. Where will be our result the following year? Okay, thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Patience Mane.
Patience Mane. You sell in the market here?
Yes.
What you selling in the here?
Yes. No market. Can't get some. I go look for an season.
You go look for the market, you see some?
I see food, call it food price. The way up, you're not going to stay ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another price. When you come, you buy a different price. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry in, to the cold storage.
They put it back on market. They rich.
How much for the face?
You buy snapper 14,000. What we used to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buy it 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say you keep to rescue us. But the rescue that you're doing now, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend they're not giving nothing to us.
I want to stop right here, my brother Jake. I want to stop right here. Listening to these market women. You weren't the one that was conducting that interview.
Mm-hmm.
Probably some of these people they ain't even on Facebook to hear what we say because they are busy in the market.
Yeah.
Listening to these women crying. And you are asking the question, what happened to the money? Yesterday they were eating money, but our country money, our government money, and our country money, we eat it. Their children were going to school. They say, yeah, our country money, we eat it. People like Jefferson Tamakoji, they were offering scholarship, like you said, etc., etc. Out our country money. In fact, to the extent that some of these people, they will give them letter to go speak to school, a guest speaker. They will go there, they will pledge, some of them will give money and etc. But the last time I can remember, somebody carried letter to Mark Jabate and say, I can't go nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. I can't give my money to nobody. My brother Jay, go ahead. I just thought to bring this so that others.
Now the question I asking the Liberian people, thank God you played this video. That why I told people here would relay video. Prince just relay this video concerning our beautiful women selling in the market. During George Weah time, you will never hear. Imagine she said something in Liberian. They used to buy a carton of fish for 10,000 LD. But now they're buying it for 14,000. See, ask the question, is this a rescue? See how the market empty, nothing on that table. If you look at the video, videos upon video, this are probably independent journalists, whatsoever they went. People they get a private podcast, they go, they do video, they record, and they put on social media. That's the order of the day. Liberians will all are going in the country. Compare the 6 years of George Weah used to go to Liberia. And Burkina now, people start going to Liberia. Just compare everything. Why now is difficult? They came to power now. The people they say that they know everything, they have all the connection. My question here, why money not circulating in the country? They say they want to print another 50 to 51 billion LD Liberian dollar to infuse in the economy. Where you're backing? Where Gafane backing? Where the CBL backing to bring 51 or 50 to 51 billion dollars to infuse in the Liberian market? Where's the backing? You're crumbling the Liberian dollar. You're crumbling the Liberian dollar. It will be every inflation because you don't have a backing. You don't have money. Nothing happening in the country. You don't have money. The reality, all the Unity Party have money, Liberians. They will start initiating their own project then. Kafanto, the videos are there, we play here, we relay videos in here. They will build 100 school, public school, to the international community or the partners then that do not partner. They already secure the money, but they never even start one school yet. But they'll take Waka to go to school where Georgia, Bay, Bonkan, and other places. The West 100 school. They even start there. We come in the rainy season, Liberians. This April or May will be in our rainy season. In the rainy season, you cannot construct. You cannot build anything. Arena, you will table most of these things then. Project will be table. You will hard land a project because it's rainy season. And we have this serious rainy season now in Liberia. So the hard question I'm asking you people, thank God Prince play this video. I told you people would relay video here. That's the difference between the podcast and other podcasts around the world or Liberian podcast. Spoon, they don't relay video. No, they don't talk propaganda lies. They call it that set. They lie too much that they cannot change it. But with a relay video then yet, past and present to hold in. So the question, why money was circulating in George Weah time? Was he playing magic, Liberian people? Was he playing magic? All the ministers there, what they talk of the time. Samuel Tuapa when you go everywhere. California is in Harley. Everybody Samuel Tuapa. I said that almost 7 people that knew the Georgia government that all the babies, even 3-5 years old, you call that name, you go and carry a microphone to 7-year-old children, they don't know most of the ministers they need. But during George Weah time, the Mawani Dish, the Jefferson Kochi, the Samuel Tuapa, the Magay, the Brieta, they used to call him Bakube Gino. Don't you forget in Liberians? These guys were the shakers, the mover, they were sharing. They were sharing the country. I felt say the country money. Why are you not eating the country money now? The University of Liberia eating the country money.
Sure.
Why are you not eating the same country money that Georgia, the same taxpayer money for your resources that Georgia was turning around? They are play video here. $3 million were infused in the banking system for loan, for small loan. Let the market people crying now. Let the market people cry. Why not happening? They see rescue government now. I told you people something here. Maybe you'll grasp it now. The 12-year guy mistake the guys made on Ellen Johnson Shelley when they were never having anything. They blow all their money. They came for this revenge, Liberia. They want secure money now. And It was all about jealousy, nothing else. You know why Liberian, they couldn't wait another 6 years because most of them will live at the wayside. They more early than today. When you saw them on social media renting, they work in the same government on Ellen Johnson study for 12 years. Some of them 6 years, 12 years, 8 years. But they couldn't say when Georgia took the mantle of authority, they never did anything with that money. They put it in red band, as Liberian people say. So they came with that propaganda, with that stooge them, with that surrogate them. They bombard the internet. They lie to you people, and you are brought into power. Since you are brought them back to power, what things have changed? You know what? They barely massive property. If you see they got their property, I think they got it barely now. So the bedroom, they got Jeremiah Piane duplex.
Sure.
Jeremiah Piane couldn't afford nothing in America. Yet we got it, they paying a retirement there now. Go see other than the Sandro Johnson, they couldn't provide anything for themselves. Go see that mansion. I'll give you an example of my own friend that I know that work with, that was part of the CDC when a little flip to them. Go see Eugene Falcon duplex now. EFBC. What? How much EFBC people making? Go see Eugene Falcon duplex. I will just give you that example because I know him. He was part of the CDC before. Then imagine those in high places. The M12. Or we find, if you see M12, what was nothing. M12, look at all a past video Liberian. What a video. You're looking at a past video. More early than you saw Carrasco there for something. Now facts here, they stay friendly. Go see the duplex there. Kula for fun and they. All of them, they came for revenge. Who said they came for the Liberian people? They came to empower themselves. They want solid money until even they take them from power. They will be balanced for the next 10 years. That what all of them paying well. They're keeping that money in offshore banks then. Offshore banks then, not in the banking system in Liberia. When you see them trapping with the president, they're putting all that money in offshore banks. Fast. I'm telling you, yeah, the people came for revenge, Prince. They never came to develop the country. They were broke. Majority on early days, they blow all our money. So the coffee woos all of them. Let me tell you today. Let me tell you one story, Liberian. Ibrahim Samuka was having money at that time when he stole the army people pension fund. When you were found guilty, who gained executive clemency Liberian? George Weah. You're feeling forgetting if he had money, why he never paid that money? I feel bought in your bubble and the reality there. I tell you about Samuka was defense minister Ono Ellen Johnson said it was millions of dollars was in the country during that watch. He ate the army pension fund. He found guilty, went to prison because you see, what I can tell you, George Weah is a darling man. The guy loved the country. His rival on his watch in freeing, giving executive clemency. Go to video, Samuka can believe it. Even now, Samuka can never talk bad about George Weah. George Weah gained new life today, in charge of the yellow machine.
What his own former boss, Madam Ellen Johnson Sally, throw him under the bus. Madam Ellen Johnson Sally said, "My man, I beg you, don't come and
the army people pension fund. George Weah came to the mantle. He found guilty. Even Liberia, the case was not even on George Weah. The case was on their watch before George Weah came. Why George Weah they giving executive clemency? He says this one of our finest military men. Whatsoever the government will settle these people pension fund. But if we wish hunting, criminally wish hunting for no reason. And the country. When I tell you the country close back to our dark days, it took close to our dark day. So we can start the show. You see, the man subsidize rest, subsidize everything. Now, what money was circulating in the country like Liberia. Money was circulated in the country during the 6th year of George Weah. Everywhere. Children were paid. No, they're not worrying about Wyatt. They're not worrying about University of Liberia. So their parents then were having money for this, for the other places, for the other things there. But our money was circulating again. The people, the way they want to get called December, we should go to the country every year. I remember vividly Liberia, 3 months, 100 million into the country. $100 million with everybody that going to Liberia. You take money, the brother take money, $100 million was infused in the Liberian economy 2 years before the election of George Weah. Because the whole country was free, everybody was enjoying, no trouble, nobody wish hunting. There's somebody scared to go to the country. Opposition, you're not opposition, you're scared. Breaking people property then down. It's different now, Prince. The country now street again. The reality. The Unity Party make the country so fearful now.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I want us to start with this. Yesterday, we saw something that was very, very horrifying. It reminds me of 1979 when Liberians, led by some politicians, the progressive, told the Liberian people that, among other things, the price of rice, and that Liberians should resist it. Even though the government did not increase the price of rice, it was just a discussion at the time. Madam Florence Chinoway, who was the agriculture minister, they were talking about trying to see how best they can increase the price of, this imported rice, so as to be able to give our local farmer an opportunity to also sell their own goods. Because when the rice that they were importing, at least when the price is up, people will use the second alternative, that is their own local rice, and will help to put money in our farmers' pocket. These guys play politics with it, the like of H. Poema Famule, all the other people, the Miata Famule, his sister, all these people that play politics with it. People died, and etc. Yesterday, we saw the students from the University of Liberia marching out, according to them, for job and for justice. Remembering very well that what they were asking for yesterday, or they are asking for, these are not things that they are asking from out of space. These were things that they were promised by this same government. When they were on the street destroying people's vehicles, this government told them, at the time when this government was in opposition, told them, don't worry, we'll provide jobs for young people. Don't worry, we'll have scholarship. Don't worry, we'll have this, we'll have that, and all the other things. They have gone 3 years. In fact, they are going to their 4 years. And the students are not seeing anything of such. As I speak to you, the bus that were left for them at the University of Liberia, it got spoiled. It stays spoiled. That bus is to take them from LU campus to Fendel. From Fendel back to town. Those buses spoiled. Government's not able to repair it. The children got on the street yesterday for job and justice. Oh, sorry, my people. And the video is here. The police were able to brutalize these peaceful students who were on the street just demanding job and demanding justice. They were being brutalized by the police force. Information that we gathered, and I will show you pictures. I don't want you to believe what I'm saying. That there were some students that these guys naked in the process. And I have the stuff here, and I will show it to our people for them to see it. They naked them, they beat them in the process. I mean, they were beating. My brother Jake, I want to hear from you.
Yeah, let me ask you a question before I go into this. The April 14th, the rest ride, it was on Samuel Doe or on a Todd.
Actually on a Tolbert. Yeah, it was on the tour, but 1979 was on the tour.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that
Where a
was
lot of people were
short.
killed at the University of Liberia.
Yeah.
You see, friends, that particular April 14, if the Unity Party was smart and the police director with all these people, none of them are stranger. Even Joseph Barker was not stranger. Friend, let me tell you something here. You know why Barker left for Ethiopia? Because the guy announced that protest on April 14. Now, why he left, he won't see no kind of, he won't see that brutality. He ushered them already. He told the police director, I'm leaving. Why they won't protest when they see on the April 14? If they try you can repeat it. A reality here, he never want to, they knew about the April, Joseph Parker no not stranger to the April 14. Other than, none of them was stranger. Brahman Famuda then, let me tell you, they initiated the April 14 against Top. Topa Nantipote, all of them. These are the guys at the University of Liberia. And now, they see they protest here, therefore, a reality protest. You cannot guard them to do that peaceful protest. The guys were never violent, never. They just wanted to get awareness to the country. But because the Unity Party hate that particular, most of them today, they hate that day. Why a guy? Why soup them on stage that kind of protest on that particular day? History repeat themselves. They decided to, the same thing that happening during those days. It happened. The same thing happened. They relaying history. They repeated that history and they say April 14, Prince. Kwaka will order the country. He knows. Police director knows. Prince, there's the question of always ask people. Why Gregory Coleman? Why the RG dancing to the tune of this of the unit of Bouaka? When he said Ono Ellen Johnson Sally, he never did these things. And the question I'm asking, why he brutalizing his own citizen? Gregory Coleman don't have a family somewhere in America or within Liberia. He's here alone. You don't have a family that got wife and children. All the money Gregory Coleman gallery, you gallery for who? Who you will pass the baton to? You know your family. He get no son that will carry the Coleman name. He get no daughter in university around the world going to school. He got nothing to lose. So he just cracking down other people's children. Anything the president tell him do, he can say no to president, no. I saw somebody early rule this country. You are vice president owner us here. We crack down on T-ball. Not the way we're doing it here. Every 5 minutes, people cannot just protest peacefully. You will see, you will see massive army, low level army. Now pissed off. Real military warfare. When the military then using that when the police they carry on the protest ground, tear gassing everybody, just peaceful protest. They think they don't happen in the greatest country, we got the highest population. America is hard to happen. You don't see this kind of thing. Why Gregory Coleman unleashing police to his own citizen? This is my question I'm asking. Gregory Coleman don't have family outside Liberia. He don't have family outside. People dancing, during George Weah time was different. So stage protests upon protests in the country. Heavy protests in the country. Go march to the American embassy. The police asked G à la temps. Patrick Suru them. They will guard them, give them water, give them food, give them drinks. But why the particular RG cracking down on citizens? The police operation, all of them, they living with the people in the country. They don't have children in the country. They don't have that wife and family children going to school. Pray, let me tell you something. I feel like getting here before. In my Europe, it don't happen so easily. People will protest. You get red. You the barricade certain places that you might not go expected to protect the
All the other thing.
yeah. But the people do that. What dare you in Europe? Yeah, then you get you taking gun, you taking things there to then they notice you in the community. Your children dead. Your children were lost, praise. They call it here, they call it a dosing. That's why Gregory Coleman doing Liberia that year. Or even all that police guys you saw them sending. You know the guy was in Europe, they would just look at your faces. Everybody know each other here. We know each, they would just dust all your children. So they know the school, all your because you're gonna let you fighting for now, your own family. Wait, you would destroy other people of family, then you enjoy with your own family. They don't pray. It hardly happen here. You must really wear masks where they will not see your face. But you kill somebody. What you cannot kill? You kill, they will bring you to justice. The government will crack. The government not give you that authority to kill or to shoot live bullet. That people when they kill in King George, all those that massacre all the children in King George. Yeah, it happened in Europe that you kill somebody, but there people protect of a possession agreement. They will look at your own children too, Prince. That a different place here. They play what say we're learning from the people. They Greco Comone. Prince, when I tell you dictatorship already starting the country, you're taking it for joking. They sue the University of Liberia had a liar's voice in the country. Everybody, the people coming outside, the cracking down on them. Why it never happened on George Weah? They will make no. George, I will send some ministers in there. He said, go for that petition. What they want? Samuel 12, listen to me. Intervene this thing here. Go. Solve this problem, Maggie. You solve this problem. I want to hear no more noise in our street. I want to hear no more noise about the University of Liberia. Where they want. That's a leadership. Now the president travel out of the country, out of the police director. He doing the president direct job. He doing the president direct job. So Gregory Coleman get left after Liberia, after the presidency, even so when he lose the police directorship, how you be free in society?
Thank you, my brother Jake. I thought to display this to our people, to our audience, to our family, so that they can see it. I remember when this report came up, as the MCC report. The Unity Party, they were jumping on, oh yeah, we do well, and they were talking all kinds of nonsense. And we told the Liberian people that this report is the actual report. Just what is happening in Liberia. And some of them argue, oh la la. When you look at this report today, let's go to government effectiveness. The Unity Party fail in it. Look at what is happening under this government. The government is never effective. Never. In every aspect, in every area. In every aspect, in every area, the government is never effective. Never effective. In anything. In the education sector, nothing. Health, nothing. Nothing at all. Let's look at the rule of law. Joseph Numa Boyka failed in the rule of law. And we said that these are terrible times. Today, look at how the children were treated yesterday. Is that not a complete breakdown of rule of law? As if people don't have the right to protest? As enshrined in our constitution, yes, people have the right to protest. But look at what happened. How these children were beaten. To the extent one other girl, they took her clothes from all. They naked her. Can you imagine? Now, these grains that you see, they are the actual behavior that is being exhibited by this government. That's the actual behavior. No, there is nothing like propaganda in this. Look at government effectiveness. Look at the rule of law. They fail. Can't hear. Natural resources protection, protecting our resources. Education expenditure, health expenditure, nothing. The last time it was on this place that we show someone a video from how you call, I think Phoebe or so, where even the place where they can do the laundry, I mean for the cleaners, that place was not even correct. They ain't even have complete water there. JFK today is holding people. They will owe you. Your people don't can pay that 20,000 or 21,000. You don't going nowhere. What we saw and we point light to, people overlook that what happening now. No, that's what happening now. The failure of this government is now becoming, broad. Look at child health. All the things that they fail today, we are seeing it becoming so clear. It becoming so clear. Fiscal policy, then look at fiscal policy. All these things. Jake, so now when we tell people that these things that are happening, it is happening not by mistake, because Boyka told the Liberian people that he was not competent, he was not qualified. He didn't able to do it. And Liberian people say, oh, we put a man there, man get experience. Joseph Numa Boyka, they were never elected on the basis of what they did in their 12 years. Because if it is for their 12 years, forget it, they did nothing. But the people voted for people like Joseph Numa Boyka because he said he get experience. On the basis of the experience, people voted. Because they believed that he was going to use his experience to transform people's life, to be able to put the right things in place. But even the same very first day that he was elected, corruption started from that area. Inaugural money, people start eating it right away. Jake, this is sad. But again, my brother, the protests of yesterday was nothing short from what happened in 1979. Guineans, soldiers of Guinean troops were sent for to come and help. And these people, they were very brutal on everybody that attended that they caught. 1979. Today, this is what will happen. This is what is happening. Gregory Cuomo have now turned to a complete law and order on his own. He can do whatever he want to do and walk away with impunity. Kill our people in jail. Nothing can go out of it. Matthew Moluba was shot 8 times in his stomach. Nothing came out of it. A little boy in Banja that was sitting down while his friends were smoking.
But it's soon your party headquarters too, with guns. It's soon your party headquarters, they say they go look for guns.
My brother Jake, take it from here, please. I beg.
Let me say something, Prince, to the followers. Prince, you can hear me? Let me say something, baby. Probably
I'm getting it.
Yeah, let me say something. Prince, I told you people, I said, some of us are here now, on platform now. Now during those days, followers were, some people, they took the internet by storm. They say they were the smartest Liberian. They know everything. They play on Liberian people. They lie in the corridor. For years and years, spread that gibberish, propaganda. They brought ourselves to power. It's different time now. Some of us here now. I think we came here, they say, Boyka traveling to Ethiopia. I told the followers, I said, we'll be ahead of some of them now. We'll be ahead of some of them. The whole warrior now is at your fingertip, especially when you get your telephone, if you get internet. Nothing healing is gain. Nothing healing. No. Social media. Anywhere you can find out news by yourself. You're not looking for media, heavy media institution to lie to you, or print media and then to read newspaper and lie to you. No, you can fact check them. You can debunk them because They get podcasts on there all around the world. News media, then different independent. They will relay fast to you. Now what some of us doing? Now what some of us we say we are here now to debunk any lies. No lies will pass the channel here. No, any lies will pour inside. And what some of us on the platform here for? And what we here for today, to tell you the actual story, not lie, because we don't relay video. You know why Liberians? You know why the executive mansion before way back? Let me say something to your ear, quick. During Joseph Boakai time in the opposition, before they took the mantle of authority, followers, you're listening, oh? When they're traveling, when Joseph Boakai was opposition leader for the CPP or the Unity Party, when they're traveling to America on a Costa, they everything, Liberians, and they were relaying video, everything about video. When Georgia do the other video, they will debunk it, they will say a lot of things. But during that time, when Boakai going to America, they will talk about, they will put it on video, everything. You notice something? From the beginning of this government, they used to put up video. But you must ask yourself question, why there is no video this time? Why they not showing video to you people from the executive mansion website? They don't only relay photo to you people. Why? That's the question you must ask. I said some of us here now. Why they don't release video? They don't release video for the president trip day, but they don't only do photo. You saw Onga, they release video beside the president speaking on Onga. Most of the video was also AR because they get AR now. So they will put picture outside there, just a real picture, but an AR. You know, it's hard to find it, to see the differences now. Why they cannot release video? If they're releasing AR video, you will know. But AR photo is hard until you be smart. You know about the AR business. That's the question I'm asking you people before I go to the Ethiopia story. Ask yourself question. Why the executive mansion? These people that follow all kind of things during George Weah time, when Boakai was in opposition, every time video. Why they not releasing video these days? On that picture. When the president traveled, that picture. When the president traveled, that picture. But I say, it left with you. Nobody will tell you lies anymore. The internet is in your hand. You can go ahead of them. So I went ahead of them in Ethiopia. I get people that living here, that in Europe, a lot of Ethiopians living in the Western world. I got some Ethiopian friends. They got some independent journalists in the country, podcasters in the country. So it's easy to get information anywhere now. You level your contact. Let me tell you, Liberians. Prince, you can hear me? I'm about Prince to be part of the team. Let me tell you. You know why Joseph Boakai merely went to Ethiopia to meet with the Ethiopian Prime Minister Ali? You know the real crux of the whole trip. They say they were deep in ties. We had relationship with Ethiopia a long time, but you know why it's very urgent on the president for the president to go to Ethiopia? Let me bust your bubble. To strengthen military ties. If you won't believe me, you can go ahead of me too. You can go to Ethiopian website, Ethiopian news. There will hear one news they call POV. You're going YouTube. Let me say you're there. I said, we don't preach propaganda here. Go to some independent newspaper or independent places in Ethiopia. You will see the trip. You will hear about the trip. The president took our defense minister, Malan Geraldine. I don't know her last name. Our defense minister. She have a serious ceremony.
Yeah, that Geraldine George.
Thank you, Prince. She have a Prince. They think we're back for you, Prince. When I tell you I hear that you're not joking, the country are across road. The main reason the president go to Ethiopia, why carry the defense minister to deepen real military tie Now anything to straighten heavy military tie. So what? They deviating from the greatest country, America now, to have another lineage on that side, military wise, where they will be carrying people to Ethiopia to train. Let me tell you something. Ethiopia got heavy military capability. Let me tell you, the country like Liberia, the first civil war. The early May, the prime minister, the prime minister, they are all shady guys. The prime minister Ali, they come from the wind of fashion, different fashion in Ethiopia. Let me tell you, he's a prime minister now. I said, Geraldine, go to Liberia, follow us here. I said, all that time, Henry Kosa is so loud to you. No, and not here again. We are here now. So I'm all here now on this platform. We will go ahead of everybody. And beside that, my job, I'm a whistleblower for my country. I used to blow whistle for George Weah. Where to tell you where money located for Liberia. Nigeria never war after it. I was my own function to help the government at that time. I still a whistleblower for my country. I know where millions of dollars keeping, millions of dollars saving. Nobody know it. I know it. Pray to straighten heavy military tie. That's the main cost of that whole trip. Not to say they're going to do student exchange, but the main important thing on that thing. When they ask yourself the question, why will we our ally, America, that will spend money to train our military? Then why the president want to deepen serious military tie with Ethiopia? Liberians, you're asking yourself, why that question? You know what's Ethiopia to the other people they run the war? You know that relationship with other great leaders? With other top superpowers in the war? You do your own research. Prince, it's a troubling time in our country. Why we came from a civil war. They're linking to power. To transfer power to George Weah. George Weah transfer power. Down. My question asked me, because Guinea took our side of that lane in Lofa County, so what I want to go, we need heavy military tie with Ethiopia, like a heavy capability. That's a question that brings you ask. What it will benefit us? Even you want military hardware, you want to say your country is threatened. Why you can go to your ally, America? We're training our military. Where everything we know is about America. Why the president go to that side to deepen? So you were deepening having different military tie with different countries. That's my question. You want people to butt hair? That's the question you're gonna look. You're gonna go to that trip. You can do your own finding on YouTube, on Google, whatsoever. Or independent, go to Ethiopia, you're not going to know Liberian website. They will cajole you people. You will know the whole trip. You will ask the reason why the United Party not releasing video. They're only releasing pictures on our executive mansion website. Before they used to release video. Why they're not releasing video these days? Because in the video you will see, they will not want for you to see what will happen to the president if the president walking, or if the president not really fit. Now, why they don't do video anymore? That's the question Liberians you ask. I say we are here now. For me, I still following them. I still going ahead of them. Geraldine had a heavy ceremony with the Ethiopian defense minister. They want to do a change now. And Ethiopia has a heavy capability. They have strong military capability in that region also. Because they experienced civil war, they fought war, they had different group of fashion group that wage war in that country. The present Prime Minister Ali, he come from the wing of some fashion group. So that's the question I put to you people. I told you people some of will be ahead of them at that time. So that's the trip the president made. The trip not over yet. So any followers on this platform, you got to believe us. Do your own finding. Do your own research. Go ahead of them too. You get your phone in your hand. You can search anything. Then you can flash your own social media where you want. That the lie will be debunked. So this is the reason some of us are here now. I told you, those days are over. Where one group of person will just come, they say, oh, Joel Bay mansion. But you can see no bricks on that mansion. Then your body story. Joel wearing Nike shoe. A shoe called $500. You get Google search. When you want to search for Nike, for example, like the one that baffled me at that time. Air Max. Joel wore Air Max that time. Where the Air Max like $150. $200 when it come newly, but when it still on little bit, they get discount. They come Air Max because it's new at that time. The Unity Party they ran with that. Oh, Joel wearing $1,000 sneaker. Oh, come on, Air Max. Well, me have more than 3 different colors: the orange, the black. $150. You can buy in any kind of Nike store. But Liberian people at that time, they don't Henry Costa with their large you will buy that story at that time. Because you don't do your own research. You will tell them they were a hero, they were not hero, they were liars. They were heavy propagandists. They lie in the corridor. But these days, why they can't come now? Because everybody elect now. With no hotel prices. You fly in KLM with no. You charter any flight we would know. I remember the flight the president nearly crashed on that came from Turkey. I destroyed that narrative. I live in right in Europe here. I know the guys are getting private planes then. It's easy to find out. That's why I told the government at that time, the president at that time, how the guy will bring plane from Turkey, put you in that plane, you nearly crash, but you never investigate. When you nearly crash until the Unity Party put it on the roll. They put it on the roll. Who chartered that flight? Who brought that flight to Monrovia to put the president inside? When the president was coming back, he nearly lost his life on the airport. You remember that story? You never know it was an inside job. These things, these days, everybody have it. Nothing healing again. Nothing is healing. If you take novice, people will blind you, people will use you. The days of the Unity Party lying to Liberians is over. Some of us here now, when they say when they're doing this wrong, they're going to Dubai, they're going to this country, they sleep in this hotel, will know the presence of that hotel. It's easy. So Liberians, you can be your information guru. You don't need liars then. It's too long they lie to the country. It's too long they've been lying to Liberians in that country. Hey, go see the kind of people that lie to Liberian people and they buy that story. The people are not relevant. They're not smarter than you. But they're all in the corridor island. They're so smart because they went to so school. But they speak some kind of way. You see them, they did not know they were nothing at that time. But because the country was gullible. So you're bad at story. How can Henry Costa tell you about condominium, for example, condominium, when he even never slept in a condominium before? He don't know what they call condominium. Or Joel being condominium. He ever slept in a condominium? He ever see a condominium? But you're bored at story. Jackie Appiah pregnant. So since she got pregnant, she delivered the child yet. So Ghana on a newspaper, they Ghana get show based too. They get that on a base. They get that gossip newspaper then too. They get newspaper. She's a celebrity, hardcore movie actress, number 1 or number 2 on her chart. And she was pregnant. You think the Ghana will let paparazzi? They will not show it. But you let these people lie to you people in the corridor. Famous Jackie Appiah will get pregnant. No Ghana newspaper, no Ghana blog. Then they tap that in a reality and then they carry it. But you let one stupid liar propaganda Ghanaians then they lie to you people today, tomorrow, your bad story. Jackie Appiah pregnant for the president. So she delivered the child, yeah? How many years gone now? When they carry that last in the corridor. So woman get pregnant for 2 years. She delivered the one child. He can be married. They can be Claria to marry Jackie Appiah. A lot of dumb Liberian people. Some are here not to letting you. I would say on this platform, we don't spread propaganda with a relay video. We only holding them to the last they came in the corridor way. We don't want for that thing to exist in the country. The last 2 months in Liberia, they've been existing before ourselves, before our parents. Let me tell you a lot. Lot is the all of them, all our nation, why the nation don't grow. The hatred, the lies in the hatred in belly in our DNA. So we are here today. Tweet, I follow a long time. I told you I will go ahead of the people in Ethiopia. I told you I will go ahead of them. I get Ethiopian friends in Europe. I make connection. They gave me some contact guys there. The guy went in the show business and news business there. The president went to straighten heavy military tie. Heavy military tie. And what he told Geraldine had a serious ceremony with that part of defense minister. Deep in time militarily. And Ethiopia got huge capability. Why? So you forget about your ally America. Why are you deep in time? Are you deep in time because you scared what will happen to the border with Guinea? Are this what they talk? What they want to? You see? The Unity Party not transparent, Prince. Why did the question I asked Liberia? Why they not making video anymore about the president? Before they used to do video. Why they stop video? They don't only do photo now because why? AR now in different form now. But if you do video on AR, everybody will know that AR because the talking will be different. You know all the AR video that circulating on social media, YouTube, you will know straight. Let me send Liberians to one AR video here. I will send you to one video to tell you AR can become powerful. Not everything you want to buy. Let me tell you the one video followers after the show. The AR video play Europe here. The European wanted to buy this story. Let me say to Liberians here, if you follow us here, give you one straight video to watch on YouTube. The richest man on earth, Elon Musk. They have an AR video with the Italian Prime Minister. They call Meloni, Giorgia Meloni. She's an Italian Prime Minister. So opposition, they wanted to use the AR video to see if it's real. If you go on the AR video on YouTube, Liberians, follow us to tell you how AR can be very dangerous coming to the 2029 election. You're going to be very vigilant. You're going to let nobody lie to you in the corridor. Some odds here now. Elon Musk, like you see, the newspaper carry all in Italy, like Elon Musk having an affair with the Italian Prime Minister. They call Meloni, Giorgia Meloni. She's a present Italian Prime Minister. If you go to that video on YouTube, just tap in. Elon Musk and Giorgia Meloni. You will see them like the casing in the video. You will see them like the casing, leaning over the casing. But what totally AR, I said media institution, well sophisticated in Europe here. They carry that AR video. It's circulated in newspaper here. It's circulated in newspaper here. That smart journalists, they got to debunk it.
Sure.
I said, how you are sophisticated. So
almost cause a problem.
They are in different form. Prince, while the question I'm asking you, why the executive mansion don't release video anymore? You know what I saw in the video, Prince? You know what I saw in the video? Because I know because you're coming, I'm gonna relate to you. You know what they met Bwaka, Liberians? Ali, I don't know they told Ali about Bwaka health problem or he old. Ali came close to the plane to meet the president. As the president, Liberian don't go to the video. I said, we are ahead of these people. As the president was walking down, you're holding us, that stair all over the hole. With the two bodies praying. After the video, after the show, you must just go there. Ali, the prime minister, got to come close to the plane to meet our president.
Lower the sun.
So I told you people we are ahead of these people. Now, where maybe all these things, they will not want to bring video up. They will never want to bring video up. They will only do AR. They will only bring picture to you people. Some picture real. But you gotta be smart how this picture looking. Because now, the way AI looking now, Liberians, artificial intelligence, the generated part, the way it looking now, they can even lie on you. They can even lie on you that even your family, your girlfriend, your friends, they will fall for that AI video or they will fall for that AI picture. They get genius there on social media doing different things. That's a new war now, AI. So it will play a serious part in the Liberian episode. It will play a serious part to 2029. If you're not smart, it will cripple people. It will demean a lot of politicians. They will set people up. It's very scary. Now, why I send you to that video, Elon Musk and Giulio Meloni, the Italian prime minister. I say, Italy was sophisticated. The media bought the story later on before they start to cancel all that story. So the prince, your president went to Ethiopia to strengthen military ties. That's the main issue. Not main issue. I don't know your security man. I don't know why they want to strengthen heavy military ties and forget about your ally America. I don't know why. Or they don't have no connection with America or the Western world. I told you the people have been blackballed. So that they find another ally.
Thank you so much, my brother Jake, for holding on. I'm sorry, just too many things going on here. Today, the whole group here, so I had to be between.
No problem.
Yeah, it's not easy. But I want to say thank you, my brother, for holding on. Thank you for the information. I think from all indication, we are seeing that this government is failing the people. And all we can do is to continue to inform the Liberian people. So, get prepared in order for them to do the right thing. Comes 2029 to make sure that this government is removed. But the way
we're not taught the NECs. They don't put the people under the house, the NEC under the house. So why they owe?
Yeah, see, they get a point eviction. Say they should get off on and they took it. But anyway, just end on it. I saw it. Just end on it.
Yeah, let me tell you. They don't pre. You know why it's laughable?
No.
After they finish cheating the election, after Lassana Brand finish, they are sorry gate. They cajole the Liberian people, transfer data, transfer vote with the help of the American ambassador, former American ambassador. That man I want to meet one day and asking question. Yeah, Malcolm McCarthy. I don't know if he's a Republican. I don't know which country the American government is signing now or whatsoever. Why he was part of our election because he was a member of the election NEC. He was full member of the NEC. Now they want to back for me. How can an American ambassador be member of the NEC? All the hate pieces that you should be sharing with running shit lies upon lie. And the same man we used to say JJ Rao be rolling in the grave. So all these lies and things there. So my question here now, after all finish resigning, why they decide they cannot pay the people? Why they owing these people? Why they could decide and to vacate the era? Where will they go now? Where will they got a new NEC boss? You see that God, Prince that God to Liberia after appointing a Unity Party man as new NEC boss. Then the family of that property decided through the court system to say NEC must leave on that particular place because they owing, or probably the family don't agree anymore. So where would the Unity Party decide? You know, Labrador, these are all sounds. These are all sounds, and we get prepared. And I always tell you here, on the nation stage, I've been ringing this bell since I came on platform. I've been telling you people, we are at a crossroad. And the 2029, I don't see clear light at the end of the tunnel. I'll be honest here. Like you're driving, but you can't see light. I predated it. I said it. That's my prediction, my political prediction. First thing I told Prince and the followers here, 2029 will come, the year, but that year in Liberia, you either make Liberia or it break Liberia. It will be one of the most important elections in Liberian history since 1847. This election, 2029, you keep the video. You either make Liberia or it break Liberia. I know my reason because I used to blow whistle. Long time, I own video before the election started, before Joria lose the election. I came to Liberia. I told media institutions, they hired me one-on-one. I blew whistle that the election will be stolen. And today the election, facts, the election was stolen. I said it ahead of time. 5 months or 4 months to the election time. After the election will be stolen. In fact, here, the election was stolen. A reality. Martin Joria win the first round of the election, but you never get 51. Then have Liberia, you put census together, you go to any country, I can do runoff. If you win a first round, they can never defeat you in that second round. It hardly happen. How? After winning the first round, with all you'll be on the two. You play that card. All that crowd. You saw that man doing. It was all alligator tears. Amara Kone coming from the data room.
Yeah,
acting like he won the election. That was a lie. Amara Kone never had no data. And NEC stole the election for them. It was just cajoling Liberian people. All that crying, acting like the videos are there. Be asking Amara Kone one-on-one interview, put his side difference, and he will tell you the truth. He never had no data. The election was stolen. And the help of Malcolm McCarthy and the NEC. How they stole that election overnight. And the help of Yelu Johnson from Nima County. Why I say Liberians here, the 2029, I don't see light to the end of the tunnel. I'm a reality. And I say another thing again, I want radio station, I want A.B. Williams, I want Secretary, I went on other people. I told them, I said, the only man standing at George Weah, and the Unity Party will never want to relinquish power. They can use different means to remain in power. So you can see what display in the country. They can use different means to retain power. When you see all of them coming all at the day long, the Thomas Fala, all of them making statements. President Weah shouldn't come back. President Weah shouldn't come back. Something is cooking Liberian people. They just need to dish out destroy that mill. And the mill will be ugly. It will be seriously ugly. The mill these people preparing for 2029 will either make Liberia or break Liberia. That's my fear.
Sure.
If the CDC now put together the pieces together and make the international community start flagging these things ahead of time, ahead of the election. I said one thing here. I said one thing here on this platform. I will say, hey, King, I'm breaking another news here. They will keep my video. 2028 will be very important, the American election. Let me say here before we close. If the Republican win in 2028, Donald Trump not running, but if they can retain power in 2028, Georgia will win the election. Y'all keep my video. If the Republican win in America 2028, then 2029 is our election. If they win, nobody will steal the election in Liberia. And no military will dream of taking power in 2028 to 2029. Me say yeah, boy, if Republican maintain the presidency beyond Donald Trump, they get serious bench, and I know they will pull it up. And they will never steal the election in Liberia, one. And they will never, nobody will interfere in our election. If the Democrat win in America, what I will remain, they will do anything. You keep my video. You just store a particular part. Anywhere, follow up. You keep it. I say it one more time. 2028, very crucial to Liberia 2029. A Republican win the election. I know what my reason I'm saying. I will say it to the former president one-on-one. By just letting the cat out of the bed, but I'm going deep. If Donald Trump, a group, the marker group, he's not running, is out. By a replacement, either J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio, one of them, no matter how they face that ticket. If they retain power in America, Georgia will become the next president of the Republic of Liberia. You're going to take this to the bank. If the Democrat win, it will be hard for the former president. I have to say.
Thank you so much, my brother Jake, for taking up the time to be with us. I'm sorry. Just too many things going on, so I could not,
Yeah, I know. But you did well for coming.
Thank you so much for taking up the time to be with us. Hopefully, we hope and pray to be here tomorrow at about the same where we discuss other issues. On this note, I want to say thanks to all of you and have yourself a God bless day.
Salute.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.